Hi everyone, it's Zach Z with Z Squared Gaming, coming at you with my pickups from July. Haven't wasn't as good of a month as the previous month in June, but I did pick up quite a few stuff for especially the original Xbox, as I'm actually really focusing on that, trying to fill out that collection. I actually up at 70% of that collection so far, and so hopefully I'll be adding more and more to that collection as I do my collecting and as I'm doing my hunts and everything. And um, at some point here, I'm going to try to get a GoPro so that I can actually go out to the places that I go, garage sales, thrift stores, pawn shops, and such. To hopefully show you guys my pickups as I'm actually getting them, type of thing. I don't think I'm gonna get one of the chest mounts like a lot of people do. I just don't feel comfortable with that kind of a big thing, and I want to be a little bit less conspicuous with the camera. But we'll see how all that works out. I have to, of course, get the GoPro first. I'm trying to save up a little bit to get that. But just get into the games here. As you can see behind me, I have all my Xbox. I'm actually, for my July video pickups, I'm going to be, or pickup videos, I will be kind of breaking it down into each console. For this collection, for this video, I'll be doing Xbox. As you can see, my collection of Xboxes behind me. This is mainly the 360 stuff that I have. I do have my Xbox, original Xbox over to my right here, kind of out of camera. If you want to see more of these collections and kind of the most expensive games that I have, check out the Rolling Retro video game tour or collection tour. You can hop on over there, Rolling Retro. It's all one word, and he actually did a kind of a big game room tour of my game room that I have kind of in my backgrounds of my videos here. So get right into it here. I thought I needed it, but apparently not. I actually picked up a Grand Theft Auto, the dual pack. I thought I needed this for the collection, but I should have actually double checked, and I didn't need it. But could maybe trade that in later on, or bring it to like a swap or something and get some other games. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. I picked up, actually my dad picked up some games at a garage sale, pretty cheap, and so he then sold them to me for the same amount. So Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, and then Groove Rider Slot Car Thunder. So those both came from my father. And then going into the collection, quite a few here. Like I said, I've been focusing on the original Xbox. 50-cent Bulletproof. And I can't remember, I think that might have been, I can't remember where I picked up that one. This one I did pick up at an estate sale, the Arx Fantalize. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but that's actually, I think, one of the most expensive games in the stack. So that, like I said, picked up at a estate sale. That was pretty sweet. I was kind of surprised that it was still there when I went to get it. Black in a Platinum Hits. I had the original one, not the Platinum Hits, and so I just needed the Platinum Hits for my collection. Next one here, I picked up at a local game store down in Minneapolis. It's Dai Senryaku. Modern Military Tactics. It looks like it's a tank game. Looks pretty interesting. Maybe we'll try that out at some point. Next one here is Doom 3. Picked that one up at that estate sale as well too. It was pretty interesting estate sale. All the games that I picked up there were $2 each, which was pretty sweet. And then the next one here is Freaky Flyers. Picked that one up at a local game store, did a trade-in, and picked up a bunch of Xbox games that I needed for the collection. Group S Challenge. I think that was also at the local game shop, if I remember correctly, Punch-Out Gaming. Headhunter Redemption. Guys will have to let me know in the comments if any of these games are good. Game store down in Minneapolis, Heroic Games. I picked up the sealed copy of Lynx. No, it's not crazy expensive or anything like that, but it's pretty fun to pick up the sealed stuff. Maximum Chase, I believe that one was from Punch Out, my local one, my local video game store. Midway Arcade Treasures, I think that might have been one of the ones that I got from actually like garage sale or my parents or my father. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Those are usually pretty fun games, although I do enjoy the very first original ones. Special Forces Nemesis Strike. I think that was at Punch Out. So I got quite a few at the Punch Out as I did it. Like I said, a trade-in. So I brought in a few consoles and a Guitar Hero for the, or guitar for the PlayStation 2, if I remember correctly. And then the last one here, going into the collection, TMNT Mutant Melee Turtles. So added quite a few to the collection for the original Xbox, so I was pretty happy about that. I'm actually down to needing 257 of the 875 games. That is just the black label or green label, however you want to do it for the Xbox. So I'm still looking for those. I, of course, will be picking up the greatest hits, or platinum hits, I should say, for the original Xbox as well, too. But I'm, of course, going for the complete collection of that. Next, I'll jump right into the Xbox 360, so I'll grab those real quick. I'll go through the ones real quick that are kind of duplicates that I'll be reselling. Can always come across the Kinect Adventures. Some of these I got from my father, along with the original Xbox games. This is, I believe, one of them, Forza Horizon. I know these can usually go pretty good. And then Forza Motorsport 4. That was from my father as well. So got quite a few games from my father, so that was pretty sweet. It was a really good deal. It was a bunch of games, PS2, and I think, oh yeah, and that had the Rock Band complete set, guitar, drums, and everything. Bunch of games for $12 at a garage sale, and I was blown away with that good of a deal. So. Last one here that I did not need for the collection is Rage Anarchy Edition. I actually need the original Rage Edition, not the Anarchy Edition. So unfortunately I got that, and then not the original one. Next I'll jump into the ones that I are adding to the collection. Adrenaline Misfits. I think that I picked that up at like a thrift store or a pawn shop. Adventure Time. That might have been at a garage sale. Cabela's Big Game Hunter, 2012. These can sometimes get a little bit of value. Cars Race-O-Rama. I think that one had, oh, it just says Family Games. I thought that was maybe a platinum hits. And then I do have a sealed one for the 360. This is a platinum hits, and it is Devil May Cry 4. I think it's 4, yep. I think I picked this one up at a garage sale, I want to say. I can't remember now. Hit so many different garage sales and thrift stores and such that I can never remember where I got everything. So, next one here is Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. That actually plays on both the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, but it's in a 360 case. I thought that was pretty interesting. Next one here I thought I didn't need, but I looked it up and found that I needed it. Need for Speed Undercover. And next one here I got at a garage sale for $5, orange box, but that's platinum hits. Next one is Command & Conquer, Red Alert 3. I think that might have been at a swap meet, if I remember correctly. Next one, Soul Calibur 5. And then this one here I actually had as a regular one, but I didn't have the Walmart edition, Sleeping Dogs. I think that's usually not much, but it's considered a variant in my opinion. And then Supreme Commander 2 I picked up at a garage sale for $5. I think that goes for like 10 or 12. And then this one I think I picked up at a pawn shop. WWE 12, I believe it is, or WWF. I don't know, I'm not much into wrestling, so I don't know all the E's and F's and all that kind of stuff, so you can make fun of me down in the comments, guys, if you would like. Just moving right on to the Xbox One. So first one here, again, this is a stack of stuff that I already have. Did pick up a bundle of a Xbox One and then some games, and this was actually in that. I think it was for 25 bucks or something. I'll actually show the system itself. Call of Duty World War II. Again, these I already have for my collection, so they'll be for resale. Dark Souls 3. Really need to get into playing some of those. And then Diablo 3. Already have for the collection. Gears of War Ultimate Edition. And then Gears of War Ultimate Edition Rare Replay. I think this one actually gets up there in price a little bit, so that was pretty cool to get. And then I got Halo Wars 2. And again, those were all not going in the collection. I already had all of those. So going in the Xbox One collection, I have Assassin's Creed, the Ezio collection. Thought I already had that one, but I looked it up and needed it. So that was pretty cool. BioShock, the collection. This one actually has a slipcover on it, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen too many Xbox One games with the slipcovers, so I thought that was pretty sweet. And then the next one here, got some dust on it. Dishonored Definitive Edition. Those are pretty fun games too. Next one here is a PAL game, I believe. Usually with these 18s on the front, that's usually a PAL. It's usually rated M for NTSC. But that's Dying Light the Following. So it's always fun to find those PAL versions out in the wild and add them to the collection. Next one here is Murdered Soul Suspect. That one looks pretty interesting too, kind of like a murder mystery type of thing. Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition. And these, like I said, are all going in the collection. So some of these I already had, like this one here, I already had the regular one, not the Game of the Year Edition. And same thing with the next one here, Rise, Son of Rome. This one I picked up at that estate sale that I mentioned earlier. This is the Day 1 edition, so that's why it's going in the collection. I actually already had the original one, and oddly enough, I have another Rise, Son of Rome, and this is the Legendary Edition. So it's always fun to get different ones and different editions and that kind of thing, and it takes up a lot of space on the shelves, but it's still pretty cool to find. Next one here is Sniper Elite 3. This one came with that bundle that I've just mentioned with the system. And then the last one here going in the collection is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I think I already have one of the other editions of that one, but didn't have that one specifically. So like I said, I did pick up a system. It is actually just a original Xbox One system. It is actually, unfortunately, is not working. So I plug it all up and it turns on, nothing comes up on the screen, and then 10-15 seconds later it just shuts off. So I tried swapping out the power brick with one that actually I know works with, because I tested it with another system and it still wouldn't work. I think I tried multiple HDMIs too. So fortunately, I don't know. That's likely, I think, a hard drive issue, which I may try to, grab maybe a hard drive out of a different one and kind of do some Frankensteining and see if I can get at least one of them work. But cool thing about that pickup of that system with a few games that I mentioned kind of as I was going through them, they also have this Copper Shadow controller along with the bundle as well. And this, I think, if I remember correctly, goes for like 60 bucks or something like that when I was looking it up on price charting. The box is a little ripped up and beat up, but it's still pretty cool. It's a really beautiful looking controller. It's got kind of a gold and fading into the black. Actually, maybe pull it out here. hopefully you guys can see me. I kind of in a little bit different area in the game room here with maybe a little bit less light. So hopefully you guys can see that. Hopefully it focused. So that was pretty sweet. And then this next thing here is actually going to be probably one of the last things. This might be a little bit shorter video, but I actually picked up, I'll grab it here. I was so happy to see this, and it was for $20. If you guys want to guess what it is, you can of course see it here, but it is actually not an Xbox One S or Series S. It's one of the, oh shoot, I forget what side it is open. It's actually for the cooler. They make it look like the system itself. So it's of course a little bit bigger than the system itself. I actually do have an actual Series X system, but I'm actually keeping it sealed so that I can have that for my collection. And actually hopefully gonna find one out in the wild at some point. Probably have to grab it off of Facebook Marketplace. I don't think I'll ever see one of these at a garage sale as far as the actual system, not the cooler here. So I just thought I'd have a little fun with you guys and kind of make it look like that I actually picked up one of the systems by itself. Picked this up for 20 bucks at a garage sale. And the guy didn't have anything else, he just had this, and I of course asked if he had any other games or anything like that, and he said that he had some but he wasn't selling them, and he just wanted to get some room freed up with this here. I haven't actually tested it out, but I'm sure it probably works. You know, I know that's, you're not supposed to have it plugged in all the time or anything like that, but it does have a little bit of cosmetic damage on the front here, but still pretty fun to get. And and that should about do it, guys. So like I said, I'm at 70% for my original Xbox. I think I'm actually getting close to, if not over 50% on my Xbox 360. And then Xbox One, I'm not anywhere close. So I think I'm at like 25% or something like that. But like you guys can see, I have plenty of my Xbox collection behind me. And then I don't think it's visible, but I have my Xbox, original Xbox as well. And then down here, as if it's probably, I think it might be out of the camera, but if you were able to look down, I have all my Xbox One games. So as you guys can probably see, I also have pretty full shelving unit here. So I'm actually working on trying to get some more shelving units so that I can kind of move stuff around and free up some space for pretty much all my systems. So I've actually just been working on that the last couple of days, and hopefully that will be coming up soon. And so that hopefully that will free up a lot of space and get me some expandability as well. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, this is going to be a short one. I'm going to be coming up with another video, and that will be with my PlayStation pickups and my Nintendo pickups. That one might be even shorter, as I think I have actually less items for those systems, but like I said, I'm trying to just create my channel a little bit here, trying to get a lot of games, or I'm sorry, a lot of videos up so that I can kind of just expand and get some subscribers. And thank you guys for watching. Be good and do good.